Welcome to another edition of Coffee, Eggs and Inspiration. In this edition, I'm going to take you through my home office setup. Let's go. So recently I put a post up on LinkedIn about hybrid working. Do you like working from home? Do you like working from the office? I suggest a third option, which is to reinvent both from the ground up. And the post had a photo, pretty much like the one that you see here, of me standing in front of my home office. And I got so many comments on my home office setup that I thought I'd do a video and walk you through it and answer those questions. So first thing that you'll notice here, I'm in a loft office. You can see the sloped roof and the skylight there. I've got a stand-sit desk. All of the specifications, by the way, will be in the comments below. And I'll also put this video up on my YouTube channel. So there you see it going down. It's got pre-settings, a sit setting, a stand setting, and an extra high setting. If I allow it to go up again and just a little bit more, that's the extra high setting. And what that allows me to do is stand on my wobble board. Do you see that? The wobble board is a cool thing. If you're working standing up, it just allows a little bit of movement, keep the blood circulating, so to speak. Most of the comments that I got were of the enormous screen that you see here in front of me. It's actually not, it looks like 3 screens, but it's actually one screen that I have 3 windows, and I've sized those windows so they're sort of evenly paced across the screen there. And I find that to be a really useful, productive way of doing it. Usually I've got the email over here, I've got the calendar here, and if I'm doing a video call, that sits in the middle. Occasionally, if I'm working on the document, I can cross-reference stuff or even copy stuff across between those windows. So I find that's a really, really great setup. In terms of keyboard and mouse, I use a Microsoft Designer keyboard and mouse, both Bluetooth, as you can see from the blue lights. Really cool form factor, they work really well and I like them. You may be thinking, okay, so where's the computer? Well, do you see that in there? I'll come around. This is the computer. It's a Chromebox. As a good Google guy, we work with Chrome, the operating system, as well as the browser. And everything I need is in this little box. So that just runs Chrome, it plugs into my monitor, it connects via Bluetooth to the keyboard and the mouse, and all my peripherals are plugged in there as well. You can probably see from the back here I have an extender arm and a few lights that are attached to the desk, so if it gets really gloomy I can switch them on. There you go, there's one that's just started up there, etc, etc. Generally I work with them off because they can be a bit dazzling if you have them all on. Over here you can see the video conferencing setup. Starting with the Logitech camera, it's a 4K camera, really good. It does have an integrated microphone, so I can use the microphone on that. But as you've probably noticed, I've also got a blue Yeticaster microphone, which is a good condenser microphone. And that operates with just a simple USB, so it just plugs into my Chromebox. And I find occasionally there can be a better sort of sound quality depending on the video conferencing interface if I use that. And then I have a third thing down here, which is a Jabra device. That's a speakerphone effectively. It's also got Bluetooth. I have Bluetooth switched on at the moment. I've just switched it off. And it also acts as a speaker. And actually most of the time I just use that, both for the mic as well as the sound. It's perfectly good. Over here my trusty Google display, and I really love this. I have it on my pictures, so they sort of scroll through, remind me of things that I've done recently, as well as I use it to play music and occasionally have a bit of jazz on. The backdrop, very proud of my backdrop. I like my art. That's a New Zealand artist called Lester Hall, and my Pride and Trans themed Google logo, that's hard to say, the big G over here, so there's no doubt who you're talking to. And over here, because I'm such a geek, this is a Nanoleaf. They're sort of light discs, they're touch sensitive, and they're also sound sensitive actually. I could have it flashing to the sound of my voice or to music as well, and it's just a nice little visual feature that is a good conversation piece in the background. Down here I've got a lovely skeleton, I think it's called skeleton office chair. I probably spend 50% of the time standing and 50% of the time sitting. During the summer months I've got a Dyson fan here, and my trusty Noogler cat, yes we do have them, just to brighten things up over there. And over here my to-do list, I use a whiteboard. I have the month, the week, the day. So what do I want to achieve this month, this week, and today? Work up here, personal down here, and that works really well. So very simple setup with the Chromebox, the clean lines of the screen there, and the stand sit desk. I'll put all of the details below. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for coming with me.